Since last two videos, we are uh, giving you the summary of Karma Kundali. In the first summary video, I talked about various areas of work based on result orientation, performance orientation, and society orientation. In the second summary video, I talked about your karma orientations, specifically skill orientation. And more than 90% of the work in this world are based on skills. Today I am going to talk to you about wealth orientation. पैसा तो सभी को बनाना है. Everyone wants to make money. Even if you are a skill oriented person, you are using those skills and you are also trying to make money out of those skills. But how do you save that money? How do you spend that money? How do you earn that money? All that is wealth orientation. So, what is wealth? Wealth is your surplus earnings which you put in the bank or you put in the share market or you in mutual fund or in properties, real estate. So, all these savings in gold, all these savings slowly and slowly build your wealth. So what kind of wealth orientation you have? This is what we are going to talk about today. So wealth creation simply refers to accumulation of wealth. So wealth can be created by education, by financing, by arts, by society participation, and by political policies. These are all factors which influence your wealth creation. If today income tax rate is 33% total, 30% plus 10% surcharge if generally you have. So out of 100 rupees, 33 rupees is gone. But if suppose the tax rate comes down to 25%, so you have additional 7% in your hand, 8% in your hand. So the government policies, political economy, all this helps you in wealth creation or it can destroy your wealth. Society participation is very important because whatever activities you are doing, whatever product you are selling, whatever services you are selling, if there are no buyers, there is no society participation in your business, then there is no wealth creation. If you are a performing artist, if there is no audience, you can just dance at your home or on the stage, you will not make any money. So these are all various factors which help you in wealth creation. Ultimate goal of wealth creation is promotion of social justice and equity. We always hear about disparities in earnings of people. A best society is one where this disparity is minimized by government policies or by society's effort. So any society which will live longer if you have policies where you minimize these discrepancies between rich and poor. While you are saving your money, you have to have certain principles in life. When you are earning your money, you have to certain principles in life. In Sanskrit, you may call it a dharma, that all your earnings and all your savings have to be based on dharma. That is using ethical means. If you are using unethical means, you may create wealth, but it can be destroyed. You may have name, you may have you are very famous, but if your unethical means are caught anytime, everything gets destroyed. So this wealth could be in two forms. It could be tangible, it could be intangible. Tangible is your gold, your land, building, your shares. They are all tangible wealth. And intangible wealth is your goodwill, your copyright, your patent, your trademark. So all these things, if you know, then it will help you in wealth creation. Then I would also like to bring to your attention that there are four types of wealth. One is money, of course, that's what we are going to talk about, that is financial wealth. Then status, that is how people in society respect you and how they deal with you, that is social wealth. Then freedom, freedom is the time wealth. how much time you have for yourself, for your personal things, for your enjoyment, and how much time you can decide yourself to be used. Or because if you are working somewhere, if it is 9 to 5 job, during that 9 to 5 you have to do what your boss is saying, and many times it never ends at 5, it may go on up to 8 9, so you don't have much freedom. So it is a time wealth. And the fourth wealth is your health, your physical wealth. If you have all this money, status, freedom, but if your health is not good, then you may not be able to enjoy your life. So all these four types of wealth are important in life. But today we are talking about your financial wealth, that is your money. So again, if we look at this wealth creation and wealth orientation, there could be tamasic wealth orientation. And I am reminded of Lionel Robbins' theory of 1932, where economics is all about scarcity of resources. And scarcity of resources decide your behavior. You want to preserve those resources. You don't want to spend those resources. So if there is a scarcity of resources, then you want to preserve them. And tamasic wealth orientation generally deals with scarcity of resources. When you have scarcity of money, you cannot buy big things, you cannot buy a car, you cannot buy a house, you have to take a huge loan, so that will not help you in wealth creation. You would not like to take bigger risk, you would like to spend money in areas where there are less chances of losing your money. So, tamasic wealth creation, tamasic wealth orientation is basically low risk activity. Like if you have a job, if you have certain skills, you would like to go for a job and earn a fixed income every month and then save from there, rather than using that skill for business and taking a loan and doing some business. So there will be higher wealth, higher risk, and high chances of higher wealth creation. But in tamasic wealth orientation, you want your money to perform, because again, as I said, tamasic is performance oriented. So you want to earn a fixed rate of return, maybe 7% in the fixed income, or in mutual fund you are looking at 10 to 12%. So that is the, or if you have a property, you would like to give it on rent, so that you earn a fixed rate of return on your property. So all this tamasic wealth orientation is about low risk and leading life in a safe and secure manner. If we look at Rajasic wealth creation, that is result oriented. And result oriented is you will take more risk, because you would like to have a better leverage of your fund. So you will start investing in share market, you will be a venture capitalist, you will be an entrepreneur, and you want to earn more and more money. If you are a tamasic wealth creation, and if you have a shop, a grocery shop, you will continue to own one grocery shop. But if you are entrepreneur type Rajasic wealth creation person, and if you have a shop, grocery shop, you will convert into an Amazon or a Flipkart. That is the kind of difference between a tamasic wealth creation and Rajasic wealth creation. So you start a business, and you will somehow create more and more surplus money if you are successful, and whatever you are doing, actually you are able to realize them. So here, if we look at the economic theory here, it is Adam Smith's and also theory in 1776, where he put out in Wealth of Nations that economics is the science of wealth. And all those, you can take higher risk provided you have done enough analysis that whether those risks are worth taking. The theory was also propounded and further taken by J.S. Mill, and all these capitalistic societies are basically Rajasic wealth orientation, where they want to take more risk, and it's a kind of area where if you are a low risk person, then you will never be able to come up in life. So in Rajasic wealth orientation, you can use your skills you can be doing a job, whatever you are doing, you the money which you have saved, you will try to multiply it faster. So that is Rajasic wealth orientation. Now, what is Sattvic wealth orientation? For this, I am reminded of Alfred Marshall's theory in 1890, where he talked about economics as a study of social man and is a social science. As I said, that if there is too much difference between rich and poor, the rich also will not be able to live safely, because poor will try to rob them, and there will be more crime in the society. So, earning and spending of income is governed by the welfare policies of the government. So, there is a kind of welfare economics coming into play. So, if you have money, surplus money, and if you are a Sattvic wealth oriented person, what you will do? You will invest your money. If you are a businessman, you will invest your money in research, innovation. You will gain trademark, patent, copyrights, and there are enough examples you will find in IT field. There are hundreds and thousands of patents, and companies are earning money because of those patents. You will invest in pharma research, and the recent example is that after the corona came, big companies, pharmaceutical companies, invested in vaccination research, and today the world is becoming a safer place because of that research. So this is a Sattvic wealth orientation. So the such Sattvic wealth orientation people, they don't hesitate to share their knowledge with others. In India, in Bharat, we know about various communities, Marwadis, Nayars, various others, where those who belong to their community, they allow them to take higher risk, they fund them, so that they help them in setting up the business. So this is a kind of Sattvic wealth creation, where you want to see that everyone in your community, in your relatives, are able to run their businesses and able to earn more money. There are various skills which we can think of, like trading, bankers, technocrats, investors, industrialists, business persons, professionals, economists, thinkers. These are all people who would like to use their skill and knowledge for Sattvic wealth creation. And the whole purpose is to support building more and more entrepreneurs. One such example we see after Mr. Narendra Modi has become Prime Minister, that he came out with this Mudra Yojana, where all those small businessmen, if they had guts and they were willing to take risk, they can expand their business. Their business were supported by small loans. Everybody may not become a big entrepreneur, but if they were not able to expand their business because they were not having money, this kind of Mudra Yojana will help them. And we have seen in last 7-8 years, the whole ecosystem in the country has moved from employment creation to creating people who will create jobs for others. So that is the focus, and that is the focus of Sattvic wealth creation. So if we really want to understand this Sattvic wealth, Rajasic wealth and Tamasic wealth, we should understand the importance of wealth in our life. And Chanakya in his Arthashastra said, Sukhasya moolam dharma, dharmasya moolam artha. If you want to be happy, you should follow ethical practices. And the foundation of ethical practices is wealth. Because if you don't have wealth, then you will be tempted to use unethical practices. So with this, I am sure you have understood what is your wealth orientation. And if you want to know more about your wealth orientation, you can go to satishmode.com and appear in the Trigona test. You can go for RST personality report, career guidance report, leadership style report, and there you will understand all this exactly for you, what kind of karma orientation you have, what kind of guna orientation you have. And if you have any doubt, you can write to me on satishmode@trigunyoga.com, and I will give you answers to at least 2 of your questions, and I may also include your questions in one of such videos. So I hope you have enjoyed these videos, And if you enjoyed that, subscribe this channel, share it and like it. Thank you. Namaste. Dhanyavad.